I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the Precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied dark eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it, if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Hello everyone and welcome to another random game of the day.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
I'm Andrew, and today we're playing Jak and Daxter The Precursor Legacy for the PlayStation 2. And this is an absolutely awesome game that I actually started playing only a week ago. So it doesn't really qualify as a game that I've never played before because I actually got 100% in this game in less than 3 days. I played it that much. I absolutely love this game. Now we're kind of just rolling around. But yeah, this is an awesome game. It's made by the same people who originally made the Crash Bandicoot games. There's going to be lots of tutorial stuff here, so I hope that you're able to hear me.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
Might as well let you hear that so it makes it easier for me and to not have to explain it as well. But yeah, we're just sort of doing the very beginning part of the game here, just to get introduced to stuff, and I'm going to talk a bit more as we go on. Just don't want to interrupt any tutorial talk that's going to be going on. Yeah, there's quite a few things I want to say. I guess before we move on, I can explain some stuff. So yeah, like I said, it's made by the same people who originally made the Crash Bandicoot series, and you can tell, just look at the circle attack. That doesn't say crash. I don't know what does. The spinning, and you saw me breaking open the treasure chests. But yeah, so this is just sort of the beginning tutorial thing you go through at the beginning of the game. We're collecting the precursor orbs there. There's 50 in this stage, although normally there'll be 200. Only this stage and like towns and main cities and things like that normally have 50. The main thing you want to collect in this game is power cells, and those are kind of like the stars of the 3D Mario games, or the puzzle pieces of Banjo-Kazooie, and you need those to unlock new areas. And then we also have these dudes, and when you collect 7 of them, they give you a power cell. So it's kind of like the Jinjos from Banjo-Kazooie.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav Zoomer.
Yeah, so Precursor, that's kind of like an ancient civilization that's talked about a lot in this game and in the series. I'm currently about halfway through the second game, so I don't know everything there is to know about this series yet. Although, yeah, so they're sort of like the ancient civilization that, you know, created all this advanced technology, but then they disappeared for some reason, and I don't even know why yet, because I haven't gotten that far in the series.
To look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
And so jumping and pressing square will let you just sort of like a dive to the ground, which lets you break open these metal boxes and find these guys, which, like I said, when you find all of them, you get a power cell. There we go. That's 2. We have 2 out of 4 on Geyser Rock. Yeah, as I said, this is sort of just the place where you get used to everything.
That last scoutfly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
But overall, if you like the Crash...
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Yeah, so basically, if you've played the Crash games and you like them, you're probably going to like this, and I absolutely love it. It's a series I never really got into originally, although the trilogy recently came out for PlayStation 3, so I've been absolutely loving that. It's awesome.
You can use lose its power.
Anyway, we missed a whole ton of stuff back there, so let's go back and get that. If there's one thing I don't like about this game, it's probably the jumping. I find it's really hard to make a lot of jumps. Like, a lot of times it seems like you're just barely making jumps, or you're like landing on ledges that you have to grab. Overall, I'd much prefer if like the jumps were actually good enough to actually get you across the gaps instead of always sort of leaving you hanging. I don't know, that's just sort of the one pet peeve I've had. Also, the double jumping is kind of odd in that you have to press X at like the height of your jump, or else the double jump won't work. Although I think they fixed this in the second game, where you can press it a bit later on, and it will luckily still work. Yeah. Anyway, this game, a lot of the game mechanics revolve around things called eco. So as you see, the blue eco, it makes you run faster, and it also helps you destroy objects around you. Let's see, what button is in this game? Yeah. So your life up there to the top left is determined by green eco. And basically you have 3 segments of the heart, and you get 1 segment back every time you collect 50 small green eco balls. If you, like, yeah, these right here. What's it called? If you have 3 already, and you collect 50, it will count as sort of like a fourth life segment.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling blue eco through your body.
Yeah, so as you just heard, we can only open that door with the blue eco. So if we go over here,
That's a blue eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Yep, so if we go in this, here we go. And yeah, so there's other kinds of eco too. There's red eco, which increases your attack, and then yellow eco, which lets you shoot fireballs and stuff, which is really neat. There we go, that's our 3rd one already. Almost there. I don't think we've missed anything yet. Let's get all this stuff. But overall, this is a very fun game, and my friend tealgamemaster actually got me into the series. He's doing a playthrough of it right now, so if you want to see things like story, or you want a more in-depth look at the game, like you want to see more of it, definitely check out his playthrough. I'll probably put like an annotation
Those
for that.
little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos, or 1 big green one to increase your health.
Yeah, so I already explained that, but anyway, if you're looking to see more about the series, or like you don't know if you want to, you see it looks kind of interesting, but you don't know if you want to try it out, be sure to, I didn't see the spikes there, I don't know how, be sure to check out his playthrough, because it is awesome. There we go, 50, all 50 of those, and you're going to want to collect those to trade for power cells down the road. Let's see here, so yeah. But basically the story so far is that Jak and Daxter is actually originally a boy, and they go to Misty Island, which is a place that they're not supposed to go to, and they see some stuff going on there, and Daxter falls into a pool of dark eco, which is of course another kind of eco, and eco is like a power source that you're going to hear a lot throughout the series. And yeah, he falls into that, and then he turns into this thing, so yeah. And the whole point of the game right now is that you're trying to progress to a place where Daxter can get turned back, although the story progresses a lot from there, and a lot of other crazy things happen. But anyway, that's it for the tutorial, and it only took us like 7 minutes. So let's go back through the portal, and we're going to go to the Green Sage's hut. Yeah, let's go.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jak? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Yeah, I love the cutscenes in this game. They're actually really well done. This right here is a tribute to an enemy from Crash Bandicoot 1, and maybe, I know it's in 1. I can't remember if it's in the other ones as well. The plant that usually attacks you in like the stream-like levels. But yeah, overall, There's a massive overworld, and it's all seamless. Like, there's no loading times between levels and things like that. It all just meshes together really, really well, and it's really awesome. So like I said, here we're in Sandover Village, and like I said, so now there's 50 orbs to collect here, and a whole bunch of power cells, and more of those guys. But overall, it's a really fun game. Lots of stuff to collect, lots of places to explore. So if you liked Crash Bandicoot, or you like the sound of that, I highly recommend giving the series a try. Like I said, the Jak and Daxter collection for PS3, it's only like, it's like 40 bucks. So that's 3 really good games for 40 bucks. I know I said I beat this game in like 3 days, although I played it a lot. So, it's not like it's a really short game. I actually did really well in finding everything on my first try, so I never really had to go back and do too much searching. And overall, I really recommend trying it because it's really fun, and yeah. So the whole point right now is that you want to collect 20 power cells so that you can go through Fire Canyon, because at the moment you need to power up this vehicle, which will be able to travel over the lava, which you can't do.
You don't have enough power cells to fuel my heat shield. You can't cross Fire Canyon until you collect enough power cells.
Oh yeah? I'm going to try anyway! Ha 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 ha! That didn't work. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, so I think that's about all I wanted to show for Jak and Daxter. If you haven't played it, I really recommend doing so. It's not really crucial that you start with the first game. I mean, the second game, it would still be a great game if I hadn't started with the first. Although there are things that happen in the second one that really, like, reference things in the first one. And there's characters and stuff that it's a lot more fun that you know about them before you start playing the second game. It just makes it that much better. But, yeah, and even transfers from day to night really nicely, too. But overall, this game is really well put together. And it's just a lot of fun. So if you've never played it, I really recommend doing so. And I cannot believe that this video has only been going on for about 11 minutes. That is just ridiculous. Like, I thought that the tutorial was going to at least take 10 minutes alone.
I'll bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco
Yeah, you can do a long jump by rolling with L1 and then jumping. It's very useful. And you're going to need that quite a bit. But yeah, overall, very good game. I really recommend trying it out. And if you want to see more of it, go check out tealgamemaster's playthrough that he's doing of it right now, because it is very good, very detailed, and he's going for, I think, 100. Yeah, he's going for 100% in all 3 games. So it's a lot of fun to watch, and be sure to check it out. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you tomorrow for part 2 of my Super Mario Bros. Lost Levels challenge. So thanks, and hope to see you then.